Gotta get more followers.
Everyone, welcome to Monday, January 23rd. That's right, we're 3+ weeks into the new year, guys. Gonna do a little bit of trading, have a little bit of fun, riff a little bit, freestyle. But first things first, guys, today's the last day of the Apex Trader funding. Exclusive 80% off sale. Use code CAN80, get yourself a lifetime discount at Apex Trader Funding. Did I mention they are my top-rated trader evaluation company? I love them over there. Made a lot of great changes in the last several months, and just saying, you might want to stick around. The next little beginning of the year might be continue to be exciting out there. That's all I can say. Guys, my website, the place to come for the best deals in trader evaluations, Apex and otherwise. Of course, you can always read the reviews. Check out my free futures course. Maybe you're new to futures trading. You're thinking, CFT, I'm brand new here. Who are you? Well, welcome, first of all. I trade the U.S. Treasuries. I've been trading for several years now. I've passed many trader evaluations, well-funded, trade my own account as well. Some have said I'm the best ultra bond trader on earth. I'm not going to say who those people are, but thank you. Got a lot of fans out there. I see them out there in the Discords, on Instagram, people saying, CFT, wow, you are killing it. You are really showing us the way. We appreciate all that you do, your videos, your website, sending out the emails. So it's my pleasure. I am so happy to bring everyone all that they want out there. It's a labor of love, guys. When you trade just 4 hours a day like myself, which I would argue is probably the right way to trade. Get in there when the market's hot, make your money, and then do other stuff with your time. Life isn't about just sitting in front of a computer all day, trading day and night, just wasting time, talking to other people. Oh, I took this trade. Oh, I took this trade. Try to be a bit more productive in life. Guys, back to my website. If you want alerts on when these super deals come out, enter your email. I don't sell anything. I have nothing to sell you. I only send emails when it's a super big sale, not even every single little sale that companies put out. I do update my website every single day with all the little sales, and big as well, of course. But if you want to be notified of the big ones or new products that come out, hey, go ahead and sign up. Won't cost you a thing. As I mentioned, Apex Trader Funding, my top-rated trader evaluation company. Lots of perks. I'm not going to go through them all. I've done this plenty of times, but you can read them here on their website. Multiple account sizes, which is one of my favorite things. There's kind of something for everybody. So if you're a smaller trader, you're just starting out, you want to try things out, start with a 25K. I mean, it's 147, but 80% off, at least until the end of day today. Or you can go with the big boys like myself, trade 300K accounts, up to 35 contracts. And hey, you can trade micros if you like. For you micros traders out there who are maybe, you're a little bit more timid, maybe you're a newer trader, you just want to feel things out, you're okay with, making $1 per tick or whatever. They allow micros, that is not a problem. And then at some point, when you want to step up to real full-size contracts, you can do that and trade like myself. So that said, speaking of, let's go see what the Ultra Bond has to offer us today, guys. Let's get this date and time up here. I know people love it. So it's currently just after 10 a.m. Eastern time on January 23rd. Haven't done any trading yet today. Going to be trading, let's go, it's set to 10 lots. Let's trade 10 lots. Guys, if you are new here or you're wondering what software this is, I use Jigsaw Day Trader, link down below to Jigsaw. Fantastic order flow scalping software, the best out there. I have tons of videos on Jigsaw, how to use it, set up different features, etc. Those videos are a little bit older, so if you look back on my YouTube channel, like to search Jigsaw, there's a bunch of stuff, how to connect it, etc. I trade the Ultra Bond, that's what we have here on the right. I have the 10-year treasuries on the left. This is UB, this is ZN. The ticker tapes are ZN as well. And that is the very brief rundown of what we're trading. Let's see if we can get some trades. I saw somebody say the other day, they said CFT trades treasuries. Doesn't he know that they're dead? That's just a bad way to trade. And I had to laugh. It's another one of those people just out there, running their mouth. Don't really know. They're probably trading micros, probably trading a 1 micro lot of NQ, thinking they're killing it. That's okay. Everybody's at different places in their trading careers, and maybe you know what they need to do? They need to take my free course. Let's take a quick look at that. Maybe if they're watching this video, that'll help them out. Here, let's get over here. So all different things. They can look at my playbook. Page 4 is definitely the most popular play. It's where I actually outline all of the trade setups that I look for. There's only like 5 of them, and really there's just 2 main ones that I do. 2 or 3, I'd say. One of them often runs into another, so it's 2 to 3 trade setups, but you can learn all about. This is all done in Jigsaw. So if you're new to futures trading, you want to learn all about the magical world of trading the treasuries and why they are a fantastic product to trade. You can trade that. You can take a look at that course. And I invite, the naysayers to maybe invest a little bit of time in their own trading career rather than be mad that someone else is making money and they are not. So far, pretty boring day in the treasuries. I know, goes right in the face of what I just said. But, a lot of times we're looking just to scalp a tick or two. That's all we're looking for. So it might be one of those days. If we can get a nice run up here, there's always the potential to break the high. But for now, we're just kind of sitting pretty right in here. Let's see. Let's set our... let's go for a 1-tick win. I've got my strategy set up, what you Tradeovate traders would call, I'm blanking on the word, starts with a B, bracket orders, Ninja Trader, automated trade management, same ideas. So this one is just a 1W, which stands for 1 win, which means when I enter a trade, it will automatically put a 1-tick winner take profit on for me. Sometimes it's lightning fast. Those are the best trades. You enter the trade, it puts on the take profit immediately, ticks up, boom, made yourself, let's see, we're trading 10 lots. It's going to be a nice $300 winner just like that. That's how the money is made. That's like a king's ransom to a micros trader. That's probably like a month's worth of work. Well, let's see here, guys. They're playing coy. Not seeing the magic setups that I like. You like to see the pressure. We want to see the pressure move in one direction or the other. So if the buyers really start piling in here and the sellers start giving up, that's what we want. But right now they're just kind of staying put. They're happy. Don't need a lot of ticks though. Make a nice living trading the Ultra Bond, doing 1-tick, 2-tick scalps at size. It's the way of the world. It's where trading those big sizes with Apex comes in handy. You want to trade 10, 20, 30 lots. You can get in there and really bang it out. All right, guys, let's get back to these trades. A little bit less 10,000 foot level. Let's talk about what I'm seeing here. Outside columns are contracts, limit orders, I should say, which are being added and subtracted to the bid offer. So what we look for is a lot of pressure in one direction. We're just not seeing it. And a lot of pressure in one direction and a lot of giving up in the other side. It's like a tug of war, like a virtual tug of war. And you can just see, one side's feet are slipping out from them, and the other side is just sees that and just like lays into them. That's what we want. I want to wait for that moment right before it breaks and kind of jump in and grab it. We're not interested in being involved in the tug of war itself. We just want to benefit from the end result. Now we're seeing a bit of pulling over here and a little bit adding over here, but that's the little is the key word there. There's not a definite, power play in motion here. So I'm just kind of holding out. This is a lot of trading, guys. If you want the magic of trading, you're looking at it. You sit and you watch and you wait until the screen just screams at you. It is time to enter a trade. This is going to work out real nice for you. That's what we're waiting for. That's why I don't make as many trading videos as well. It's not that fun to sit for 4 hours and talk and then only take 1 or 2 trades. And you might be thinking, CFT, well, you could just edit them down, and sure I could. But it's still a lot of focusing on both trying to be entertaining and trying to trade at the same time. I'd rather just pop in, do my thing, and move on with my day. But that said, I am working on that next free futures course. Very excited actually about it, and when I say working on it, it's actually started. Full outline and got some recording done, a little bit of writing done. So once I get started on those types of things, I usually run away with it. So starting to build up some steam there. I'm pretty excited about it. So we're seeing these guys pull. These guys have been pushing down. Let's see if we can get in here. All right, let's try to grab this 1-tick right now. It happened real fast there, but they ticked it down, brought it back up. That's when I entered, boom, takes it back down. And sometimes you see, I don't have a fun term for that yet. I need to think one up. But it's like, they show their hand, they move one direction, then there's a quick pop-up like, you didn't see that, and then that's when we want to enter, and then it's like, wham, right back down in the direction we want to go. Caught them with their pants down. So we got a nice Q position here. So this is our take profit limit order, 10 lots, 10 contracts. We're short, we're going to buy. We're in Q position 29, so there's 79, 63 on here now, orders in total, and we are in position 29. Now, Jigsaw just estimates this based on when you enter and who was in the queue at the time. Oh, there we go. We got taken out. Perfect.
Oh, this is a good start. This is a real good start, guys.
So nice little $300 winner, like these round numbers, plus factoring commissions. So $300, but little bit of Jigsaw intel for you. That's how it's figuring out the queue position. So it doesn't know exactly which position you're in, but it does a pretty good job, I'll admit, of estimating when and where you are in the queue. So for example, if you're not following me on that, I don't really have a white pause on this, but if, there's 100 people here, you put on an order, you will then be the next, for 10 contracts, you will then be the next 10 contracts after those 100. But then if 50 people pull out, well, you just moved yourself ahead in the queue. And then if those 50 people then pile back on, well, they're at the back of the line now. So you moved up in the queue. And that's how it's kind of estimating, just based on when you enter your order, who pulls, what gets filled, who puts on after you, etc. So it's a useful tool because you can tell if you're going to be like the next one to get filled or you're way at the back of the pack. You can kind of make some decisions based on that. Some of that information will be in Advanced Order Flow, Depth of Market, and Tape Reading course coming to you in March 2023. That's in part why I want to just put it all in a course. It's a lot of info and intel that I could explain haphazardly through trades, various videos I make. But then somebody new comes along, they're like, oh, teach me how to advanced order flow. And it's like a little bit in this video, a little bit in that one. A little bit easier if it's just all in one course. And I like doing that stuff. I was a consultant in my former life before trading, management consultant. So I like solving problems, helping people out, explaining stuff to them. All right, let's see if we can get another trade or two in here, see what we can do. Gonna stick to the one tick winner for now. Some people say CFT, you don't use charts. Always comes up. I do not use charts. The chart is right here. The chart reflects what has happened, and I remembered what happened. The price was originally up here. I can't remember if that was when I started recording or maybe just slightly before. Didn't really make a run to the high. That had happened earlier, and it's just been slowly walking down. I don't need a chart to tell me that, because here's what it looks like. It went up, and now it's down. And that's it. Move my tape here a little bit. So there you go. There's your chart. Is up and is down. And then you could put an indicator line, maybe an EMA through it, and maybe some RSI, and all of that exciting stuff, all the indicators that people like to use as a crutch. What else? I saw something funny the other day. Somebody said I'm a John Grady copycat. Again, somebody who just didn't invest the time to like really get to know CFT. I've done nothing but attribute my success to John Grady, the legendary treasury trader. He's why I started using Jigsaw. I interviewed the great John Grady last summer. You can find that on my YouTube channel. Yeah, a lot of my trades looked like John Grady's because that's where I learned my craft. So I've kind of taken what he does. He's more of a 5-year, 10-year, sometimes 30-year treasuries trader. I tend to be more the ultra bond exclusively. Occasionally I'll dabble over here in the 10 years. But yeah, using basically the same concepts and logic. I mean, at the end of the day, there's only so many things you can do to trade. There's only so many, hot takes you can put on how to manage your trades or enter your trades. So I don't claim to have come up with anything unique. I've just kind of slightly adapted what I learned from the great John Grady and made it my own. But definitely not trying to pass it off as, my own thing that I've come up with. No, I've always attributed my success to John Grady. So a lot of shit talkers out there online. It's very comical. I find it fun, actually. But alas, I finally just departed from any sort of communities where there's a lot of just sort of people hanging out who are more interested in trying to bring people down than, pump them up, So, people don't want to take the free courses and the education and the hard work I put in at face value. They want to think I have some notorious and scandalous motive behind it. And not at all. Just give them back. Like I said, consultant by nature, love teaching people. I've had a lot of success in trading. Unfortunately, with success comes some, the haters, the people who are jealous. That's okay. I'll just ignore them. I get a little bit of a laugh of it, but also just kind of separated myself from it. It's okay. Everyone will find their way at some point in life, or they won't, and they'll just go on being bitter, driving Toyota Priuses. But those haters are the small minority, guys. Most of you guys send nothing but love, and I appreciate it. Love doing this stuff. Love getting it out there. Love bringing the deals and discounts. You guys are visiting the site. I see you. Enjoying the content. Luckily, it's a free world. We can all choose what we look at and don't look at. So if you don't enjoy the stuff, you don't have to look at it. Oh, I certainly don't waste my time on stuff that I just couldn't be bothered or care about. There, let's see if we can bang out another winner here. I'm seeing kind of the similar setup. You're seeing the buyers here pull away. The sellers, not necessarily like piling on by any means, but we haven't been given a lot today. This might be the last trade just because it really has been a little bit slower. Let's see if we can grab another tick. Be up $600 for the day. Not so bad. Not a bad way to make a living. No more vehicles for me this year. I'm doing some traveling. Excited about it. Ditching snowy Canada in February for 2 weeks in Mexico. Not the dangerous parts. So everybody asked me, like, really? Do you want to go there this time? No. It's a big country, man. It's not all bad. In fact, it's mainly not bad. So going on a 2-week tour, but you might think, CFT, oh no, what will we do without you? Without the deals and discounts? Don't you worry. This laptop goes wherever I go. I will be on top of the deals and discounts. Always make myself available. Keep you guys up to date. The latest and greatest. Going to London and Paris later this year. Excited about that. It's a little ways away. And then I'm concocting some plans for next winter. I've got one that I came up with that I'm kind of excited about. I'll see. I mean, New Year is a ways away, but thinking about going somewhere for New Year's next year. One of those big worldly fireworks displays that you see on the television there. All the kids are talking about. Go to one of those locations, take in New Year's, and hang out for a few weeks. Somewhere sunny and warm. Got 2 options that I'm considering. So let's see. So that one we didn't enter the trade. And like I said, it wasn't the best setup. Just observing. Gotta, continually observe, see what's happening. Hey, if you're Canadian, it's like watching hockey. The situation is fluid. It's just constantly changing. You gotta, what was something 10 seconds ago is now something completely different. Much like trading. I try to think of as many analogies as I can. So there's another one for you. It's actually probably one of the best sports ones just because out of the major sports, I guess soccer too. It's constantly evolving. Puck/soccer ball, constantly moving. Football, one team's on defense, one's on offense. It's pretty one way for the most part. So I like that hockey analogy. I'll try to remember that one. So now we're seeing some buyers piling on. These guys thinning out a little bit. So one thing as well, besides these guys thinning out, you've got some size here. So that's the problem. So let's pretend I entered this trade right now and then it puts on my one take profit. Well, I'm going to be at the back of this pack. So it's got to work through over 100 contracts before I get filled. Now, a ton of spoofing happens. Probably immediately half of these would disappear anyways. But we're still at the back of a decent sized pack. See that? How much of that thinned out immediately. So that actually would have been a nice hit. But the generous nature of my heart, I decided to take the time and explain what I was looking at rather than just jump on it and sit here and monitor the trade. So similar situation here, more or less, except these guys are pretty thin. That's the other kind of thing you have to look for. So even if these guys are piling on, but then it's pretty thin, it's not going to take much for them to pop it down. So we don't want to get popped down. We want to pop up, at least in this situation if we're going long. It's all about just taking it in, reading all the stuff. You get better with it at time. It's a lot of numbers at first, but you really kind of learn to just observe, and it's not so much about the specific number. It doesn't matter if this is 84 and this is 20 or 30 or whatever. It's the relative size of the numbers and what's happened up to that point within the last, minute per se, not necessarily the last hour. Don't need a chart to see the little bumps that have been happening. Don't really care. I care more about what's been happening right in here the last little bit. Let's see if we can use that intel. So a similar thing happening on the flip side now. These guys are pulling away. This is pretty thin. We'd be at the back of this, but probably if they pop it down, this will split in half, be like 50. Not necessarily always, but it's kind of the spoofing. And people get scared of the spoofing. They say, well, if there's so much spoofing, that makes it horrible. Not necessarily. If you know it's there, you just expect it. You know what to expect. Now, one thing I haven't been talking as much about is over here. I am keeping my eye over here as well and want to see what's happening. I just recentered them both there. That's all that happened. See what's happening over here. I mean, that's another kind of clue. We're playing Scooby-Doo here. Not the new Velma series. That sucks from everything I've read. But we're playing original OG Scooby-Doo and kind of looking for clues. So if we see something happen over here, and you might be saying, well, what's something? What CFT? What are you looking for? The similar type of stuff. If I see the sellers, let's say, pounding this down and the Ultra Bond hasn't really ticked yet, but these guys look like they're getting ready to go on a little nice run, might be a good time to try our hand at a trade over here and see if we can capitalize on that move when it happens over here as well. Correlation would be a great word for this. It's the correlation between the markets. Now, it happens quickly, so you got to be on the ball. This is where, too, rather than sometimes watch the 10-year specifically, just watching these tapes. And that's part of CFT's new Advanced Order Flow Depth of Market and Tape Reading course will be. But, yes, watching these tapes and seeing what's actually being transacted over here. All right, let's see here, guys. We're doing it. I'll tell you why. They were pulling, and these guys are pulling, too. I like that. I like what I'm seeing. So this is a lot of algo-ish at play. And the way you can tell is like there's a lot of adding, subtracting, but nothing's being traded. So these inside two columns are actual contracts traded. Nothing was being traded. So they're just like adding, subtracting, like trying to trick. The algos like to play with each other. That kind of goes for algo traders themselves as well. But I need like a Zing bot. There we go. Nice. All right, guys. That's a hot trade right there. That's what we like. We like those quick little trades. Get in under a minute, under 10 seconds if we can. That is scalping. That is order flow scalping. It's trading the treasury DOM. It's what it's all about. Tell you the best indicator you have. It's your eyeballs and your head learning and your brain. Reading what's happening, looking. It's fun. It's exciting. It's not that hard if you put in the work. That's the problem. A lot of traders don't want to put in the work. They see the flashy cars like CFT. I want a Porsche. Well, you got to put in the work, man. Porsche didn't come from running algos and trading micros. You got to put in the work, and that's all I'm kind of stumbling over my words because that's all it boils down to. You got to put in the work, guys. You got to want to do it. You want to become better at it. You want to continually improve and look for ways to improve your game. Even if you're doing real well, then okay, how do you become even better than you currently are? There's always room for improvement. So I think I'm going to leave it at that for trading. I don't know how long we've been at it, maybe half an hour, something like that, but I consider that an okay day. Nice little two tick $600 day. On the days that I make these videos, I actually don't trade as much as I do on normal days because I know now that I have to take the video and cut out all the dead space and upload it and make it cool like thumbnails. I know you guys love my thumbnails also. And I do it because it's a labor of love and I like giving you guys what you want. Like my website, CanadianFuturesTrader.ca, guys. Micro traders are welcome. Algo traders are welcome. Even if I have a little fun joshing around, making a few little jokes, it's all in good fun, right? We're all traders at the end of the day, just trying to get ahead in the world. Final reminder, Apex Trader Funding sale ends tonight. Thanks if you stuck around this long. Thank you very much. If you aren't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. More fun videos like this always coming. I mentioned I'm going to Mexico, so there will be nothing for 2 weeks basically. Actually, I'll take that back. There probably won't be any trading videos, but I will actually have my laptop with me. So if there's any big, huge super promos, I'll definitely put out a video, send out the email, update my website, all of that stuff. But trading videos will probably be on hiatus for mid to late February. But I'm excited for the spring. I'm excited for end of March, beginning of April. It's right around when the weather turns. Always an exciting time in Canada to finally shake down, be done with another winter, put the winter jacket away. That's kind of the official end of winter. When you put your boots and your jacket away in the closet for the last time, stored for the winter, that's always an exciting day. I'm already looking forward to it. Yes, I still have about 2 months before that day comes, but definitely looking forward to it, guys. Winters aren't that fun in Canada, I'm going to admit. But enough about that. Enough coffee side chat with CFT, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much to all you supporters and super fans. I truly do appreciate it. I'm glad all the stuff I put out is of such great use to people. And I'll see you in the next video.